Hey, Jason here from Car Subscriber, and today I wanted to explain where I get all of my cars from, because a lot of people have messaged in and say, how come you're changing your electric car all the time, so frequently? Well, the reason that I'm able to do that is because of these guys right here, on.to. So on.to have been going now for about 4 years, I think. I've been with them for about 3 years, maybe just a little under. And you can subscribe to all of these cars that you see right here. You got your Renault Zoes, Hyundai Ioniqs, Peugeots, the E208, Fiat 500. That's one of their new ones that they've just got in. Vauxhall Corsa, that's good. And then the Peugeot E208. Never tried the DS3. Maybe I'll do that. Vauxhall Mokka, I think I'll have that one next. And then Peugeot E2008, I've had one of those really good. You've probably seen my reviews. Then the Citroen EC4, I've had this one, which is the Shine Plus one. And so you can get all of these different cars. Like there's just so many of them, even the VW ID3, ID4, Audis, if you're going right at the top end, Teslas, Jaguar I-Pace, and then the very top sort of ones, the Audi e-tron Quattros. So these are all the cars that on.to do. And rather than buy them or lease them in the normal way that you would, you can actually just subscribe. So the first thing you would do is go to here, you type in your postcode, let's say EC1, 2NX, EC. Let's try that. Actually, let me just rephrase that. EC1. Let's cross that off. Let's just put in another postcode on EC1V2NX. There we go. And now it will tell you all of the cars that are available to deliver to you at that postcode, within the next week. So we've got Renault Zoes, Fiat 500s, this one, Peugeot E2008. I really quite fancy that one as well. And then the Audi e-tron, even if you want to go crazy. But this one would be the one. And then if you just click on it like this, if you've never had a car from on.to before, this will say something like book the car. And then you just go ahead, click it. And the reason it's saying swap my cars, because I already have a Citroen EC4 Shine Plus with them at the moment. And I might want to swap over to this Vauxhall Mokka. You just click swap over. You pay £49 for a driver to come over, bring that new car, this one, take your old one away, or say, oh, they're all pretty brand new, but the current one that you're driving, and they'll just switch them over. Now, when they first started, in all honesty, it was hard work getting a car. But now I believe they have 6,000 cars all floating around the UK. And everyone that I've had in the last probably 4 or 5 cars have all been brand new, literally driven from the factory or wherever they were based, and then delivered straight to me. And then that's it. You get the keys now as well. It used to be all just with an app, but you get the key. And then the fee that you see there, like this one here, this Mokka, is 579. Obviously, that sounds, like a lot of money. But what the difference is with on.to is that they have everything included. So let me go to the star here. That's their TV ad there. You might have seen it on Channel 4. You don't have to give any deposit down. So normally when you're leasing a car, you're going to have to put a good few months in up front, or if you're buying a car, it's the whole lot. But this, you just have, monthly commitment, so no long-term lease. You get to put no money down at all. So you're just going to buy that car up front for the first month and use it for that month. Insurance is included, your charging's included, servicing, breakdown cover, road tax, and 750 miles a month of motoring included within that fee. But then also, if you want to add more miles, you can do that as well. So you can add in a few extras if you need to, or you're doing a long trip or something. And that's it. And it gives you some examples on the site here of compared to normal leasing, the cost difference. Like there, as I was talking about, the upfront deposit is obviously going to be a lot more if you're going to be leasing it. And then you're committed for 2 years, usually minimum. And if you don't like the car, well, it's tough. You've got it. You've got it now for 2 years. So you better have test driven one and love it. Otherwise, you're stuck with it. Whereas with on.to, if you don't like it, then you can just give it back and swap it over to something else. Plus, they're all electric, of course, which is what makes it so perfect at the moment, with fuel prices just being ridiculous. So this is what I do. I use on.to for all my cars, and you can use a coupon code that will be underneath this video. When you go to grab one of these, you'll be asked to put in a coupon code. Put my coupon code in, and we both get £50 off our month subscription. So, by the way, if you do this and you grab yourself a car, maybe a Renault Zoe or whatever you would like, maybe the Corsa here, then use that code. But also, anybody that you recommend to, just give them the code as well. It'll knock your monthly subscription down for your car too. So it works out very, very well. And then these are all the places or the companies that you're able to use to charge your car with. So don't worry about the charging side of things. Even if you don't have a charger at home, if you go and look on Zap Map, that's a free app, then you can find out where the nearest charging point is to your house that you can use. BP Pulse, Shell Recharge, Instavolt. And if you're having a Tesla from these guys, then you can use the Tesla supercharger network as well. But I find that, Instavolt, BP, and Shell is going to cover you really well. I live down in Poole in Dorset, and I have no problem. They're putting them all over the place at the moment. But also, I have a pod point at home, which I got a government grant for. So actually charging them is not an issue either. Usually they've got pretty good range too, a couple of 100 miles plus, depending on which car you go for. You can see the range that it tells you there. Like this one here, even this Renault Zoe does 190 miles of what they call real world range, which is like, not the manufacturer's figures. It's kind of tested in normal life. What are you really going to get? And that's the figure. So use that if you're thinking of, which car's best for you, then just use that as a guide. But you don't need to be worried about picking the wrong car with on.to, because ultimately you make a mistake, you can send it back. And there's been cars which I really liked and some that I wasn't so keen on. And so I was quite happy to switch over. And every time they bring out a new car, then you can obviously just jump in and swap over to that too, which is what I like to do. Now, I know next year they're also having this little beauty, which I cannot wait to get my hands on, which is a Fisker Ocean. Now, they've ordered 700 of these, which is why, you can trust on.to. They're a proper company. They've got a lot of money, a lot of investment, and they're really going for it. But they're ordering 700 of these Tesla type competitors, I would say, a bit like the Model Y, but they're much nicer in my opinion. I mean, I'm a big Tesla fan, but I love this Fisker Ocean. It's a beautiful looking car. If I just zoom in there you go. Look, you can see it. That is one nice looking electric vehicle. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. A great range, late 200s, maybe even early 3s. And all the mod cons. It's got the beautiful screen in the middle, just like Tesla. In fact, you can even press a button and twist the screen from portrait to landscape. So it's like a Model S screen that can switch to a Model 3 screen almost. There's a lot going for it. But Rob Jolly, who's the CEO and co-founder of on.to, has gone over there, seen the cars and has put an order in for 700 units. And they'll be here next year. So you'll be able to get this car. Look at that. There's a nice angle of it. And that's the CEO just there. 0 to 63.9, 540 brake horsepower. And there's the interior, just like I said, very Tesla-esque, if that's even a real word. You can open all the windows on it, all around. And I think this car's about 50 grand. But again, you'll be able to have it with no money down. And just join on.to, use my coupon code so you get 50 quid off. And then, just have it for as long as you want. Maybe sometimes you might want to just have it for the summer. Take the kids on a few journeys here and there in the summer holidays, and then you've got yourself a beautiful car to use for that time. It's actually works out pretty good. So you can learn more about on.to. Just go to their website. The link will be underneath this video. And let me know which of these cars you fancy trying first. Any of these that you'd like to try. The ones that I can vouch for are this one. Where is it? Just here. The Peugeot E 2008. Great. Got loads of reviews on that on my channel. Citroen EC4 Shine Plus that I have now. Really good car. Very comfy. less sort of sporty than this one. The Fiat 500, my wife's got, and I'm going to be doing reviews on that real soon. That is crazy quick, that car. It's such a fun little go-kart type drive. And then the VW ID3 Family Pro Performance. I've had that and done loads of reviews on this channel about that car too. Really good. So there you go. And the Tesla Model 3, I had the Performance, which they don't have on here anymore, but that was an amazing car. I had that for 2 years. Model 3 Performance. And again, if you want to see any reviews, go and have a little look. Wish I did more videos on the Model 3 Performance, actually, but never mind. We'll do more on all of the ones that I get. But I encourage you to try them out if you want an electric car with no real financial commitment. Doesn't matter if you've got bad credit. You can just use a debit card, sign up, and then get yourself into a lovely brand new car that's good for the environment, and you don't have to worry about petrol prices anymore. All right, there you go. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe. And yeah, let me know about these cars. Which one would you pick? And I'll see you again real soon in another video. Thanks for watching.